Angry guy here, and 70% of men have stopped dating entirely. MGTOW 1. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. 70% of men have stopped dating entirely. MGTOW 1, let's go ahead and jump into this article. So this is actually pretty insane. And this is actually 1 year ago, so the numbers have undoubtedly only increased. Young men reveal why so many of them are single. Dates feel more like job interviews. So they're single, but they're not mingling. New data from the Pew Research Center has shown that 63% of men under 30 are single, up from 51% in 2019. Guys, that's a 13% increase. That's a massive increase, and it's only going faster. Keep in mind, this data is from 1 year ago, so we know that it's only skyrocketed since then. The isolation from the events of 2020 and women's high expectations for something serious are the main reasons they're avoiding going out and coupling up. Young guys say dates feel more like job interviews now, much more like what can you do for me and where is this going, said Ian Breslow, a 20-year-old high school teacher who lives in Astoria. The getting to know you period is gone, and that doesn't feel so great after coming out of isolation. He recalled a recent first date that went quite well until the woman interrogated him on their walk home. She literally asked me, would you rather our kids go to public or private school? Followed by several more extreme questions about getting married. I just started responding with what I knew she would hate the most to get her to leave, Breslow told the Post. Experts agree that women are certainly wanting more than ever before. The overall picture is that if a woman is going to go on a date with a man, chances are it's not for a casual fling. Ronald Levant, professor emeritus of psychology at the University of Akron, told the Post, especially if the woman is kind of getting close to 30. She's thinking about the biological clock and wants to have a family, he added. Breslow isn't looking to settle down and getting married anytime soon, so he'd rather have casual flings. The way dating is currently just makes me want to hook up locally with no stress or strings attached, he said. Fortunately, that part comes very easy. I'm unmotivated to search for something serious for the time being. Guys, this is a future passport king. This is a 100% future passport king. I told you what's going to happen is these men are going to begin flying outside of the US. They're going to have homes in places like the Dominican Republic, Colombia, even places further than that, in the Philippines, wherever. These men are going to have their homes all over Brazil, Mexico, and they're going to just fly out of the country when they want to, have some fun, go see their girlfriend. They're going to fly out of the country, get on a plane. It doesn't matter if it's 3 hours, it doesn't matter if it's 5 hours. A lot of these guys are not going to be working full time anymore. They're going to work seasonal work or work remotely, and they're just going to fly out of the country whenever they feel like it, go overseas, go see their girlfriends. They're going to have homes over there, houses. They're going to rent entire houses for $120, $150 a month. And a lot of these guys will pay that off for a year. Some of these guys will just buy a property over there. A lot of these guys have a lot of money in the bank. A lot of these guys have $20,000, $30,000 just sitting around because they live very, very cheap. So they're going to go over to these places, to some of these countries where they can own property. They're just going to buy a house for $20,000 or build a property over there. And when they feel like it, they're just going to fly over to these places, to these countries, stick the key in the door, walk in, fully furnished. There's going to be a car waiting for them in the driveway. You heard me right. They're going to have nice cars because you go over there, you buy a car for like $5,000, a Hyundai Tucson. I love the Hyundais. 6,000, even something maybe even less than that. These guys are going to have cars waiting for them, a home waiting for them over there, women waiting for them over there. They're going to have maids over there. When I lived overseas, I had a maid. I had a maid. I had a pretty good life overseas, and things got screwed up. I had a maid. You can have a maid over there. You can have people to clean for you. You have water delivered to you. It's a much better life. Of course, it's not perfect. The one thing I missed with the U.S. is high-speed internet. The internet in the U.S. is much better. But aside from that, everything else is better overseas. Everything is better overseas. The women are a lot cleaner. There's a lot of women who wear less makeup in these places, and they look so gorgeous without any makeup. And it doesn't matter if it's the wealthiest woman or the poorest woman. They don't smell. They have the best body smell ever. Like they do not need soap to smell good. This is how amazing these women are. And they're much more humble. They're much more grateful. You give them a nice life over there, and they're happy with that. They are happy with that. Why wouldn't they be happy with that? They have a roof over their heads. They have an entire closet filled with clothing. They have a fully furnished home. They have children. They have everything they could want and everything they could need. They have money in their pockets. They can go and get their nails done, get their hair done. They can do everything. They live comfortable lives. They have a man that's there that'll take care of them. But men are not going to marry. Men are just going to fly over there, go be with their wives. Well, their girlfriends. A lot of guys aren't going to marry anymore, so they're going to be with their partners. And then they'll fly back to the U.S., work in the U.S. when they want to, do what they want to do, and then men are going to have a lot more flexibility. It's women in Western society. All they're going to do is curse these men out. All they're going to do is what they're doing right now: shame these men, curse these men out, say that these men are going overseas to do bad things, and it's only going to continue pushing these men further and further away. And these women are deep in their masculine energy, so they're never going to apologize. They're never going to be honest. Many of them, they don't want, they like videos like mine. They don't like my videos. They don't want me telling the truth. They go after the truth tellers just because I'm pointing out facts, because I'm sharing the stories of men. They don't want the stories of men shared. They don't want me showing videos of what women are saying. Like, you have street interviews where women are basically saying that men need to bring like hundreds of thousands of dollars. They don't want these videos out there. Even though that's what they want men to be naive and ignorant. They don't want men to understand women at all. Women do not want men to understand them, because the more men understand women in Western society, the more men don't want to have anything to do with those relationships, and the more men are walking away from these toxic relationships and these toxic individuals. So he also said the events of 2020, more than ever before, made dating apps the central means for meeting people, and he's not a fan. That just really isn't my style. Like, there is a weeks long prerequisite before you can think about getting involved, even for casual things. Bruno said, I'd rather take all the effort and put it towards my career. And like Breslow, he's in no hurry to get hitched. Guys, I like a channel. There's a channel called Psych Hacks. I really like Psych Hacks. Psych Hacks is a great channel. But he said that a woman's greatest enemy is her ego. This is incorrect. A woman's greatest enemy is not her ego. A woman's greatest enemy is time, because a man's greatest his greatest advantage is time, because as women get older, their value and their options decline. As men get older, our value and our options increase, because men have to create their wealth. They have to create their value. Women, they're given the perception of value, not that they actually have value, but they're given the perception of value when, from the moment they are born. But that declines over time, and you have to understand that's very much a modern day thing. That is very, very much a modern day thing, because back in, before the industrial era, women actually had to create value in the relationship. Society was built all around boys and men. You were born if you were born a man, if you were born a boy, it's like you were perceived to have intrinsic value, just just for existing. Things changed as feminism, as feminism continued to grow. The Industrial Revolution occurred. Society became more stable, where women were able to go out into the workforce, earn their own money, and developing that masculine energy. And then the perception shifted that women have this extraordinary value and men are basically just there to serve. But nothing lasts forever, and now it's becoming very clear again that men are the prize. And of course, women get furious when they hear this. Even women who claim that they support men and they're speaking out on feminism, when they hear men say that men are the prize, they get extremely angry. They're like, no, men and women are both the prize, or no, the woman is the prize, or in the beginning, okay, so the man is the prize afterwards. but the woman is the prize in the beginning. Guys, they damn well know that if men wake up and realize that they're the prize, women have no power. All they can do is name, shame, defame. And as men walk away from women in Western society, they have no power. They can't compete with these women overseas. They can't compete with life overseas. As men abandon Western society, a society without its men is not a society. It's a country without its men is not a country. It's a wasteland. It's a wasteland. Look at what's happened in the black community. Look at the black community without strong men in these communities. You have a bunch of these dudes with single mother energy. All right, single mothers have torn down these communities. What are the black community, or what's are the remnants of it? Those are wastelands. And the only saving grace is gentrification coming in and tearing down those terrible structures and taking the and getting rid of what's there. The only saving grace that we have in Western society for the remnants of the black community is gentrification. Guys, nothing lasts forever. 70% of these men are done with Western society. What do you guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. 70% of men have stopped dating entirely. MGTOW 1, what do you guys think regarding this? I want to hear your thoughts, so let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.